Today, I want to talk about the limitations of CBT and where I feel that Buddhism and mindfulness really comes in a powerful way. So, if you like this video, be sure to drop a like. I'm Jared, and let's just dive in. So, CBT, if you're familiar with this channel, Eating Enlightenment, is great for helping you to catch binges, to catch your thoughts, to just be more present. A lot of different great stuff with CBT. Now, I've said from a long time that CBT is a great starting point, but it only takes you so far. And so that's because CBT is active, it is challenging, it is reframing. You are challenging those negative thoughts. If you want to see that video I just did up above, it's where we wiggle around and we reframe the thoughts, we question them. But fundamentally, CBT is challenging thoughts. You're confronting thoughts, and there's a whole different approach, which is more, in my opinion, spiritual. And that's where Buddhism comes in. You can think of CBT as yang, fire, masculine energy. The spiritual side is more yin, more surrender, more quiet, more accepting. And we want both, all right? We want to be able to challenge our thoughts, but we also need a different approach as well to become well-rounded. And that's where Buddhism comes in. And how does Buddhism come in? How does Buddhism help you with your thoughts and all this stuff? Well, in my opinion, one of the most useful ways Buddhism comes in is by teaching that you are not a body. You have a body. Think about reincarnation, right? In traditional Buddhist mythology, teachings, you die, but your body's left behind, but you go on somehow. Now, I'm not saying I actually believe that. I think things are more complicated than that. But I think it's a useful metaphor. I think it's a useful teaching that you are a spirit, a soul, something in a body. You're not just your body, right? You're more than your body. And so, especially around these thoughts or these difficult feelings, if you have trouble staying in your body, if you really don't like your body, if these thoughts are just going, the spiritual teachings, what they can do is help you shift your identity. You are not a body. You are not even your mind. You're a spirit or a soul in a body that is experiencing these thoughts. And so again, it creates separation. In CBT, we also get separation, but we aren't really working on our fundamental identity of a spirit or soul in a body. We're just challenging those thoughts. This is like, hey, I can accept those difficult feelings. I can accept those thoughts because they aren't even mine. I am in a body, but they aren't even mine. And so in another video, I mentioned how thoughts can sometimes get in the way of relaxation, right? You try to relax, and you can click on that video above if you want to see that, that video. And when we are caught by thoughts and we can't get them out of our head, sometimes this is when we just need to accept them. And that's really tough if we see ourselves trapped in a human body. It's really hard to to accept the present moment when you are identified as a human. But when you can kind of see that, yes, there's part of me that is a spirit that's in a body, that my body's a vehicle for me, but I'm not my body. I take care of my body, but I'm not my body. In some ways, this can help you to accept your body, to accept the thoughts that your mind is having. And when we can accept and start leaning into opening up to our body as it is, to our thoughts as they are, this can help counterbalance the CBT approach, all right? It can help kind of, okay, I'm going to accept this thought over here. That feels right. But then I'm going to challenge this thought over here because that feels better. So it gives us a different tool, a different skill set to work with thoughts, to relate with thoughts. Some thoughts, you got to accept them. You got to dig deep, realize you can't change anything, that struggling and resisting and all this other stuff just makes things worse. It just makes things worse. And, other times it's good to struggle. It's good to fight back. It's good to resist. But what we don't want is to be caught in either or, right? We don't want to just accept all the thoughts. We don't want to just fight against all the thoughts. We need a yin and yang. And so, in a nutshell, that is how Buddhism, mindfulness, acceptance, and so forth kind of rounds out CBT. CBT is a great place to start. It's great. It's a place to start. It really is. But then eventually there does need to be some sort of evolution where you start incorporating the more subtle, the more, the more like intuitive parts. And so, yeah, please drop a like if you like this video. Thank you again for your time. Namaste.